Behave now. Craig's got us on recording.
Party.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
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 Almost.
Good evening.
If it's morning, I'm confused.
So I just sent I sent an email out to everyone that I have on my email list, and it's got a link to download the new Doctor of Smiles manual. If you're not on the list and you didn't get it, I put a link in the chat, the Zoom chat here, that you can click and get it there. And if you still don't get it, you can send me an email and I'll have my email address up on this presentation for you here in a little bit.
Awesome.
Can everybody see the slide yet, or am I not sharing yet?
See you.
I cannot.
I just see you, buddy.
Okay. I know you don't want to look at me the whole time. So
Ceiling. Looks like.
how about now?
Now we can see it.
There we go.
Yep. I can't
Got
see
it.
it at all.
You can't see it at all.
No.
I can see it now.
Okay. It is 5:58 p.m. by my clock. I'll wait until 6 o'clock to start the presentation.
I'm not sure why mine is completely blank. It's all black.
Are you on your phone?
I am on my phone.
Why don't you try and slide left or right on your phone?
That's where we're at. Thank you so much.
No problem, sir.
This is Terry Hill from Tehran Grotto.
Tell her if she needs some help. You found what?
Hey, did you make it?
Greg from the lot?
The bottom picture is join
Oh, are you hurt? Well, are you gonna lose a night's sleep over it? Oh my gosh.
They've talking on the back.
Yeah.
They can't hear me, can
I don't think so.
Yes, we can.
Bart Krim, Cameron Grotto.
Hey, Brother Krim, you were just down here in Orlando a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, and I'm over at Lake Louisa right now.
All right. Okay,
Brother,
it's 6 o'clock, so if I can ask everybody to put yourselves on mute, and we'll go ahead and get started. I'm going to talk you through these slides. If you need to ask something during the presentation, push that button to raise your hand. If not, there's going to be plenty of room for Q&A at the end. Okay, welcome everyone to the Doctor of Smiles orientation. We're thrilled that you're here with us today. We're gathered under the umbrella of the Humanitarian Foundation. It's an organization that's close to the hearts of all of us. Our purpose today is to explore the incredible work that we do, bringing special smiles to children with special needs. This orientation marks the beginning of a journey towards making a real difference in their lives. And with that in mind, let's dive into what makes our mission so impactful and the role each of us plays in it. So we're going to guide you through the agenda real quickly. We'll start with an overview of who we are and what we stand for. We'll dive into what makes the Humanitarian Foundation unique, starting with a little bit of our background. Next, we'll explore our mission, the mission statement. It's really the heart of what we do. Following that, we'll introduce you to our trustees and staff. They play crucial roles in steering our mission forward and ensuring we meet our goals. And then the fun stuff, we'll delve into the specific roles and responsibilities within our organization, providing clarity on how we operate. We'll also walk you through our process and discuss who is eligible for our program, ensuring clarity on how we assist those in need. And lastly, we'll cover our policies, including important aspects like HIPAA compliance, to ensure we uphold the highest standards of privacy and care. So thank you for your attention as we embark on this journey of making a meaningful impact together. So let's delve into the heart of the Humanitarian Foundation. It's the charitable arm of Grottoes International. As a recognized 501c3 nonprofit, our mission is to deliver special smiles to children with special needs. It's more than just a tagline. It's our commitment to lifting the financial burden of specialized dental care for families. We focus on covering professional treatment and anesthesia costs. Whether the procedure takes place in a local dental office or in a hospital setting, it's important to note that we don't cover the hospital cost itself, but we remain steadfast in our goal of ensuring every child receives the dignified expert care they receive. So what that means is whatever dental procedure that needs to be done in the hospital setting, we cover that. Our work is driven by the belief that every child should have access to the care they need without financial strain. This is just the beginning of our journey together as we explore how the Humanitarian Foundation makes a real difference in the lives of these children, one smile at a time. Our mission statement is at the heart of everything we do at the Humanitarian Foundation. It outlines our core beliefs and what drives us forward every day. We firmly believe that children with special needs should have every opportunity to live fully and independently. It's not just an aspiration, it's our commitment. We're passionately dedicated to alleviating suffering and enhancing the quality of life for these children. How do we achieve this? By providing essential dental care to those who might otherwise go without it. Each smile we create is a testament to our mission. It's about making a tangible difference, one smile at a time. So let's introduce our dedicated leaders who guide the Humanitarian Foundation with integrity and passion. And our trustees are pivotal to our mission. At the helm, we have Past Grand Monarch Michael Hostler, serving as our chairman. His leadership continues to inspire our efforts. Our first vice president, or chairman, is Otto Thiergaard, Otto from the Grotto. He brings a wealth of experience and dedication to the role. And then there's this guy over here. So as the secretary treasurer, I'm ensuring our foundation's financial health and transparency, underpinning everything that we do and making sure we're above board. Together, these leaders steer our course, ensuring every decision aligns with our mission to bring smiles to special children with special needs. So let's take a moment to acknowledge the two dedicated team members who serve as the engine of our daily operations. First, we have Natasha Frazier, our office administrator. Natasha is the primary steward of our dental program. She works hand in hand with our dentists and doctors of smiles to ensure that every qualified child receives the specialized treatment they deserve. Beyond her work with the families, she manages the vital financial side of our mission, processing payments to dentists and anesthesiologists, and keeping the lights on to ensure our administrative house is always in order. Next, we have Cindy Heath, our office assistant. Cindy is the guardian of our donor relations and outreach logistics. She focuses her efforts on the donation side of the charity, carefully processing our Enchanted Lanterns and Fairchild contributions. She also keeps us connected to the community by managing our daily mail and shipping out the toothbrush kits and pamphlets that represent our mission in the field. These two individuals are the heartbeat of our foundation. Their combined efforts ensure that we remain financially sound, donor-focused, and most importantly, ready to help the next child in need of a special smile. And if you don't already have the office phone number and address, it's right here. It's also in the manual. So whether you're new or if you've been with us a while, welcome. Your passion and dedication truly drive our mission forward. First and foremost, as a doctor of smiles, you are the face of our foundation. Your interactions reflect who we are, and that's why we value your role so highly. You also play a crucial role in guiding parents through our eligibility process, ensuring we meet their needs seamlessly. This connection is vital for the children we serve. Additionally, your participation at events like toothbrush drives and fundraisers is not just about raising resources, but about building community engagement and support. Finally, forming partnerships with local organizations, schools, and dental offices helps us expand our reach and impact. Each collaboration is a step toward a bigger goal. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your commitment to making powerful changes in children's lives, one smile at a time. So here's the meat. This is what everybody's waiting on. Let's dive into the process steps you'll be following to ensure everything runs smoothly. First, reviewing the application is critical. Make sure the child meets all eligibility requirements and that the parent form number 1 is thoroughly completed. This step is foundational to ensuring we support the right candidates. Next, verify the diagnosis letter from the physician or psychologist. Make sure it's included. This documentation is essential for proceeding with the application. Once everything checks out, approve the application and distribute it accordingly. Remember to sign the completed application before sending it to the Humanitarian Foundation office. After that, return a signed copy along with a blank dentist form number 2 to the parent. This step ensures that parents have what they need to move forward confidently. Now, maintaining boundaries is important. While you shouldn't recommend a specific dentist or provide medical advice, it's okay to share a general list of local special needs dentists. And this helps families without crossing professional lines. And finally, understanding the next steps is key. The dentist will submit the treatment plan along with the dentist form number 2 to the foundation office. Once the treatment is complete, the foundation will make a grant decision and pay the approved amount.
Daddy, look at these.
Mhm.
So make sure we're muted, please. This process not only ensures thoroughness and care, but it also reinforces our commitment to making a difference. Thank you for your attention and dedication. So, who's eligible? Let's take a closer look at that criteria for this program. First, consider the qualifying conditions. We are here to assist children with specific needs, such as those with cerebral palsy, muscular dystrophy, and intellectual disabilities. It's important to note that for autism, eligibility is tied to a documented developmental delays. We also support the organ transplant patients. Through stem cell and bone marrow transplants aren't included. Children treated for cleft lip and palate at Shriners hospitals as well. Secondly, sponsorship and review are crucial. Each child must be sponsored by a grotto, and the application needs review and a signature from the Doctor of Smiles or the monarch or secretary if necessary. Once confirmed, eligibility remains valid for future treatments and may extend beyond age 21 if the treatment plan was started before they turned 21. And finally, remember the program limitations. We cover a maximum of 2 similar treatment plans each year. And some treatments like orthodontics and major surgeries are not included. Importantly, care is provided impartially without regard to faith, race, creed, or color. Inclusivity is key. Now, in California, they have Medi-Cal. In Texas, they have CHIP. Everywhere else, they have Medicaid. And Medi-Cal and CHIP are pretty much the same thing as Medicaid as far as the foundation is concerned. Let's take a closer look at the limitations and guidance regarding these programs. It's crucial to remember that Medicaid, Medi-Cal, and CHIP are considered payers of last resort. What that means is any payments made by the state are accepted as payment in full, and the Humanitarian Foundation can't supplement these payments. Now, when deciding on the best option for the child's dental care, there are 2 paths for the parent to consider. First, they should use the state programs if they already have a dentist who accepts it, especially since it covers the necessary dental services. But alternatively, The Humanitarian Foundation program might be the right choice if the child isn't enrolled in any of these programs, or if they have private insurance with a high out-of-pocket cost. If the dentist agrees to the Humanitarian Foundation's fee schedule, they won't have any out-of-pocket expense. It's essential to be cautious. If a parent cancels Medicaid to get in our program, it could impact any SSI payments or HCBS services. A medical denial letter is mandatory for us to offer any coverage if they're going to use any of those programs, because they won't cover some things that is needed. So if we get a denial letter from Medicaid, then we can proceed. I hope this guidance helps you answer parents' questions about their child's dental care options. If you have questions or need further clarification, please feel free to reach out to me or Natasha at the Humanitarian Foundation office. If we look at this from the dentist side, Medicare providers, if the dentist accepts Medicare, they cannot accept funds from us. Accepting both Medicare and funds from us is considered balanced billing and is prohibited. This is crucial to maintain compliance with legal standards that we make these points. When can HF be used? If a parent has private insurance, the dentist should bill the insurance first. HF can then cover the remaining approved balance. For uninsured patients, HF pays 100% of the approved fee schedule amount. Now, you've heard me say fee schedule and approved amount a few times. So all of the dentists send us the treatment plan, and they use what's called an ADA code, or if you're in Canada, it's a CDT code. Each procedure has a specific code and a specific billing amount. At HF, we follow those same codes, and we have a specified amount that we will cover for each of those different procedures. So moving to the administrative requirements, the dentist must submit a pre-treatment plan and any applicable insurance pre-authorization amounts. This is important. HF will issue a payment estimate only after all the required documentation is received. Remember, clinical decisions should always remain between the dentist and the family. This supports personalized care tailored to each patient's needs. So let's dive into HIPAA and confidentiality requirements. A crucial aspect of our work here at Doctors of Smiles. But first and foremost, every one of us must read, understand, and sign the HIPAA and confidentiality agreement. This is not just a formality. It's about ensuring the safety of all protected health information, or PHI, for the children and families we serve. From diagnosis letters to treatment plans, any identifiable health information, whether written or electronic or verbal, must be protected. Our responsibility extends to everyone involved, volunteers, staff, and representatives alike. Personal health information can only be used for specific purposes like eligibility determination, coordinating care with authorized providers, and processing claims. Remember, unauthorized sharing of public health information is strictly prohibited. To safeguard this information, secure storage and password-protected limited access to digital files are essential. And if you suspect any breach of confidentiality, it's imperative to report it immediately to HF leadership. So you guys are going to have these patient information coming through your hands with these letters of diagnosis, with these parent forms, applications, everything that you're dealing with paperwork wise. It has all those child's information. It has the parents' information, and to be 100% above board and legal, every one of us that touch that need to sign this HIPAA confidentiality agreement. That is included in your Doctor of Smiles manual. So when you download that, get that, read it, sign it, and email it back to me, and I'll keep it on file for us. Okay, we blazed through all of that pretty quickly, so now is the time for you to ask questions.
So, Craig, you said that we could possibly recommend dentists that we know are in our network. Are we going to publish a list of dentists that maybe enough times we'd feel comfortable with sharing, just so the doctors would have that to hand out if necessary?
You can Google a list in your area for those parents. We can't recommend one specific dentist, but we can give them a list to choose from. The ones that you know in your area that do special needs dentistry or that do pediatric dentistry that may work on a special needs child. That would be specific to wherever you're located, right?
All right, thank you, sir.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Form 1 is the application just to see if they meet the guidelines, and then that gets sent into you guys first, and then the second form the dentist fills out goes in second, or they go together.
So the way it works, the parent, whether they give you a paper form or whether they send you a electronic form, that's up to you as the Doctor of Smiles. When you receive those forms from the parent, make sure it has that letter of diagnosis with it, right? Make sure that they filled out everything. There's lots of information on there that is required. If they leave something blank, it'll just get kicked back. But the doctor's note that we need that letter of diagnosis. If we don't ask for that, then just anybody off the street could come and say, "Hey, give me some money. I need my teeth fixed." Right. So we need that letter of diagnosis, and if it's autism, then we specifically need that letter that states that the child is 2 years developmentally delayed, at least 2 years. After that, they're good to go. But yeah, you would get those papers and you would send them straight to the Humanitarian Foundation office.
So Form 1 is the child's name, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah, that's the application.
Form 2 is the attending dentist pre-treatment estimate, but then we need a third letter of diagnosis.
So the letter of diagnosis comes with the parent Form 1. So the parent needs to provide that.
Okay.
What we don't need is an IEP. So that's an individual education plan that's provided by the child's school. It's illegal for the school to share that, and we don't want to touch that. So don't accept an IEP. It has to be a letter from a licensed physician or psychologist. So those two forms come from the parent, and once you've verified it's eligible, send back parent the Form 2 if they don't already have it, and say you're good to go. Take this to the dentist. And then the dentist, when they do their pre-treatment plan, they will send Form 2, and they'll also send a copy of those parent forms and letter of diagnosis to the HF office. That way we've got everything in order that we need to get the child processed.
So the dentist sends in Form 2 or the dentist submits to the Doctor of Smiles because we have to sign it, correct? If we don't sign it, is that an issue?
You don't have to sign the form number 2 anymore.
Okay.
That's one of the things we changed. So we've made it a little easier on you guys. All you have to do is verify the child is eligible. And once you've done that, you're good to go. Yeah.
Thank
So
you.
you have to sign that parent form that, hey, everything's filled out right. Hey, I've got the letter of diagnosis. Take this to your dentist now. And then the dentist will work with the HF office on providing the treatment plan and getting the patient fixed, and we'll take care of the payment and all that.
Hey, Craig, got a
Yes.
bigger question for you. I'm not a doctor of smiles. I'm just on to learn. So,
Okay. Great. Glad you're here.
what kind of HIPAA training could be sourced and provided to Doctors of Smiles just so we're covered on a liability basis?
Well, basically the pages on that are in the 2026 manual that I've sent out by email, and you got the link here. If you read that and understand it and sign it, you're good to go. You don't really need to take a class. But I'm sure there's lots of stuff out there on the web that you could read about. But it's basically saying you're not going to share anybody's information.
I'm purely thinking about liability because the HIPAA breach can be a really, really costly lawsuit.
Right. Yeah. That's why we want everyone that's going to be looking at any of the children's information to sign that document and get it back to me. And when I have it on file, we're covered. Right. Now, if you guys want me to look up a free class that you can take online, I'm sure I can do that for you.
Could you post that link in the chat too?
Yeah, I did earlier, but I'll do it again.
Thank you.
It's a pretty long link, but there it is. Now, I do have Miss Natasha sitting right here beside of me. If anybody has any questions for her specifically about the dental program itself.
You have 4 hands raised, Craig, in the chat or on the.
Thank you. I see David Dreisbeck.
Hey, Craig. I'm actually a retired school psychologist, and when I was working, I worked with a lot of children with autism. And so I'm pretty familiar with reading the school psychologist reports. About 80% of kids with autism also have intellectual disability. It's difficult to do the assessment with kids with autism because they don't like to interact with people. They don't want to respond to the IQ tests. And so especially with the younger kids, a lot of psychologists will not even attempt to say if they're developmentally delayed or not. Kids are usually assessed when they're 3, but then they're reassessed every 3 years. So if you don't get intellectual disability diagnosis when they're 3, you can let the parent know, will come talk to us again when they're 6, and after they had their assessment, they might be eligible then. So I just wanted to throw that out there. Sometimes I can read a school psych report and they didn't give an ID diagnosis, but it's pretty clear from everything else that they assessed that the kid has intellectual disability. So sometimes I'll find them eligible just on the basis of reading the report thoroughly and carefully looking at the information provided. That's all I wanted to share.
Okay. I'm gonna let Natasha answer that one real quick.
Hey, David. Well, and all profits, thank you so much for being here. Sometimes I get the psychiatrist letters and they're, 45 pages long. And I'm not a psychiatrist and I'm not used to reading all of that. It's easier for the parent just to call the PCP and get a letter on a letterhead stating, my child has autism and they have at least a 2-year, learning disability. Or developmental delay, because it's a phone call, they do a note, it's easier than you having to read a huge report, because a lot of our doctors with smiles don't have your background. I sure don't.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's
definitely.
the best option, is just a quick note from the PCP.
Okay, Mark's got his hand up.
Which Mark?
That's all I got on the list here. It just says Mark. There's no last name. It's
That
not
would be
Mark
me.
Noakes. If you didn't know you have your hand raised, Mark, then
I've got my hand raised.
I do not have my hand raised.
Okay, then it'll be me.
Go for it. Is that Ian?
Oh, yeah.
The other Mark?
So I've got questions about the dentist. In my area, we've not been very successful with the whole program, and so there are no dentists that I'm aware of that are participants for me to be able to, not recommend, but even approach. So am I supposed to go and try to develop a list of dentists, or just go to the people that we're trying to help and tell them that they have to figure out the dentist?
It is the responsibility of the parent to pick their own dentist. If you want to try to be helpful and establish relationships with dentists that you could provide a list, that'd be great, but it's not required. What area are you in?
Virginia, Richmond,
Virginia. Okay. I'll dig around and see if I can find any dentists there for you, sir.
Well, the other thing is we have a kit that you can take to the dentist office if you're trying to build a rapport, and just say, we don't know if you see any children that meet this criteria, but we can absolutely help them out financially. And because the parents can take their children to whatever dentist. The dentist is not approved by us ever. As long as the parent chooses that dentist, we work with the dentist to provide the aid. So we don't have a network of dentists.
Well, I've got a friend who works with medical community and a lot of dentists, and he's a member of my Masonic Lodge, and he's more than willing to introduce me to dentists where I could set up displays saying that, put our information up about being in need, that they could use our services with them. Is that something doable?
Yeah, Craig knows where you can get a kit.
Yeah, I have a dentist kit already put together. I sent it out a while back, but I'm going to be sending it out again, probably here in the next week or so. What it basically is a introduction letter to the dentist about who we are and what we do, and it gives them all of the steps, basically, like we talked about here today, what the process is, that they be getting the application from signed by you from the parent with that letter of diagnosis. Then they will provide the dentist the dental treatment plan along with all that stuff.
Brochures and the little kit.
Yeah, so it comes with brochures. It comes with the process. It comes with a letter. It comes with our fee schedule, so they can see what we pay for those ADA codes. So it's got all the information that a dentist would need to interact with us. And if they don't know who their local doctor of smiles is, they can call us at the office and we can look it up right quick and tell them who you are and give them your contacts so they can work with you. But I'll be sending those out directly to the dentists that we already have in our network here in the next week or so. And I will send the same thing out to all of you guys too, that I have an email for.
Okay, thank you, Craig and Natasha.
Very good.
Yes,
Very
sir.
good.
Kevin from Samora in Sarasota, Florida.
Good evening,
I know
sir. Good
you.
evening, prophets. I just have a quick question. Once we receive the documentation that is requesting the services, is there a time frame or expiration for us to send those in?
I would like for you to get it in as soon as possible.
Yes, sir. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because we don't want to delay that child's treatment if we can, right?
Okay. All right. I just wanted to ensure that I was sending them within the right time frame. Thank you, sir. Have a good evening, prophets.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Brian Mullins.
Yeah, Craig, I was just wondering for those of us out in God's country, would it behoove us to reach out to the Amish community who don't use insurance and have plenty of disabled children?
I would say so. I would say they would be prime candidates, especially if they have special needs children.
Oh, yeah, a lot of inbreeding goes on there.
All right. What about, did we get to Ian yet?
No, not yet.
Go for it,
So
sir.
Ian Babb here, local grotto, Evansville, Indiana. I am a licensed dentist. So based off of everything you've been saying, I'm also the doctor of smiles. I would either have to pick between those two roles. I'm assuming I would not be able to fill both. Would that be a conflict of interest?
Not at all.
Okay.
No, you're already HIPAA certified, I'm sure. So no, if you're a grotto member and you are the doctor of smiles, I mean that's great. You know, we'll definitely help cover those children that are eligible.
Okay. Follow-up question. You mentioned ADA approved codes. A lot of these kids likely will require some form of sedation dentistry, depending on the scope of care. A lot of
Yep.
times, sedation codes, as far as OR times, is billed as a medical code and not an ADA code. Would those also be covered?
Natasha?
So right now in our system, we have a basic code of 9420, which covers $185 of the hospital cost.
Okay.
If the anesthesiologist, we just recently were able to get approved that if it's up to $2,000, it'll be paid in full. So before it was only a partial payment, but now because that's where I see the most need in processing all these claims. So, usually it's about an hour, some's more, some's less, but the board has allowed us to be able to pay up to $2,000 in full per child for anesthesiology or for anesthesia. So, yay, you know what I mean? But yeah, we definitely cover. We just need to make sure that if it's not the dentist doing the anesthesia, that we know who is. Like a lot of ours down here, well, actually PDAA is pretty much everywhere, but their billing is down here in Florida. And then we also have some new mobile anesthesiologists that have come on board recently. And they've done that because the parent has reached out and said, hey, do you guys cover this? And we're like, we do have whoever provided that service for you, send us the EOB and we'd be happy to, take it into consideration. So.
Okay. And is there a timeline on, X number of filings per calendar year on that sedation or?
As long as the treatment is different and is not duplicated, honestly, anesthesia can be, as far as I know, we haven't put stipulations on that. So no, it's not limited at this time.
Okay. And then one last question from reading their hearing the second half of the presentation, if the patient does have state insurance, does that limit them to only going to providers that accept that insurance?
No, if they choose
Okay.
to not file with that insurance,
Okay.
then we don't cover 100%, but we would
Yeah.
cover our ADA fees for that.
Okay. Yeah, here in
Okay.
the local area, getting treatment for anyone on Medicaid or Medicare from the ages of 13 to 18 is extremely difficult. A lot of pediatric offices take it, but those kids age out at age 13, and that's kind of where the deficiency is.
If they're off of it at 13, then they should be eligible with us, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Till 21.
Until they're 21.
Okay, perfect.
We got Arthur.
Hey, good evening, sir. During the presentation, I heard you mention a Doctor of Smiles manual, and I heard some discussion about forms. Where is that information located?
So there's a if you can get to the chat here, there is a link that I've put in there. It's a really long link that'll get you what the document that I'm showing you right now. This is the Doctor of Smiles manual. It's got a lot more information in it, detailed information, than what I've given you in this presentation. This is just the high points. But this one does have those applications in it. It has step-by-step instructions, how everything works. So here's and the website. They're also available on the website.
Thank you.
So what you're looking at now is the special needs dentistry application. This is
Are they seeing that or that?
they're seeing this. Okay. You guys are seeing the parent form number 1, right? What do you see?
Yeah,
Do you see
I see the form.
Parent form number 1. Yeah, so there's a pink box on it, right? I got 14 screens going here. So this is the form. It's got, like you see here, it's got sponsoring grotto, date of birth of the child. It's got all that information, phone number. It's got the father and mother's social security numbers. I mean, the dental insurance provider, all of that information. So this is why HIPAA is so important that we don't share this.
And if I can jump in here, there is a place online for them to go, a link for them to do this online and upload their letter. And that, for me, is 1,000 times better than trying to read some of these forms that come in. Online, I can put together a, I mean, if you want to sign, well, no, because you can't sign it online, but if you want to, I can put together an Adobe file and send it to you. You sign it, and then I get it back. That way, I can read everything that's on the parent's form. Because that's literally a lot of the times that I get stumped. I don't have an email. I don't have a phone number to call and, you know what I mean, to request more information. So that's why online is best. But I know some people struggle with that. So as long as you can read it when you're going over everything, we should be good. And it's also quicker if they do it online, because I get an email that says parent form pending, then I can get that information over to y'all to be signed, versus getting that information, having to fill it all in myself online, because that's what I have to do when they're mailed in or emailed in, is fill in all that information that's already been filled out by the parent, as well as the pre-treatment form when it comes in from the dentist. And that all takes time, it just prolongs the process. Happy to report that I am caught up. Yay! So I'm able to get a quicker turnaround response.
So when they go to the website, this is the first thing that they'll see. And then they would just click on dental program, and then it tells the eligibility, how to apply. Here's the forms. We suggest you use the online form because, electronic's easier. And here's even the dental office procedures. and it really goes down through here and really breaks down the whole Medicare thing. So all of the information is right here on this website as well. So you'll have it in several places. Avi Nash from way out in El Paso.
Hey, how's it going?
Upright and
All
breathing,
right.
sir.
All right. So I have a question. If there is a child that does have Medicaid and Medicaid does not cover everything, um, how does that work?
We will cover what Medicaid denies, but we need a letter of denial from Medicaid to proceed.
Proceed. Okay. All right.
Mhm.
That's all I needed. Thank you.
Yes, sir. We got Mark Noakes.
No, I'm new to this, but I'm not new to the dental care. And I'm glad we have a dentist here on the call. Most of the autistic children that I've worked with in the past have needed to be sedated. And that's just the reality of it. And I'm very blessed because I'm in the Chicago area, and we happen to have a dental school, and we happen to have a couple past monarchs that help us with that dental school. So I guess you answered my question. Most of these special needs or autistic children do need to be sedated. And then I also heard earlier that there's a cost on the limitation of the anesthesiologist and some other stuff. Is that correct?
Yeah, we will cover up to $2,000 for anesthesiology.
And okay, all right. I got several questions. I'll just take them offline with you later, not to use your time up.
That's what we're here for, sir.
Your question might answer some other one's question.
Yeah.
Well, one of the things I heard somebody saying, they're hard to find dentists that accept these children. And gosh, I wish I knew the type of therapy it was, but there's specific therapies in the area that we can relate to that specifically take autistic children. And I wish I could remember what the therapy codes were, but they were a lot easier to work with if you got a hold of them.
Mhm.
So just
It's good information.
well, and the Chicago area is a little bit larger. We have some access that we're not way out in the boonies somewhere.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Being a doctor of smiles is not just processing paperwork. It's you should be out there, partnering with these local communities that help these special needs kids, right? Most places, especially Chicago area, I'm sure they've got Autism Speaks chapter there. They've probably got a Down syndrome chapter there. They've probably got cerebral palsy, Special Olympics. I mean, those are the places you're going to find the kids. And when they have their events, that'd be a great place to do a toothbrush drive, because that's where the people are that are going to be sympathetic and are going to probably donate as well. So you're killing two birds with one stone. We got Brad Zalowski. Brad, what's your question, sir?
Hello, can you hear me okay?
Yes, sir.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, my question is, we're in New Grotto up in Canada. Everything you're talking about here is down the States. How does this work for Canada?
Well, it works the same way as the States. I've just had to make myself a cheat code because Canada codes are different than US codes.
Yes, yes.
So the same way. Did you process it the same way?
Yeah.
Okay,
that's cross references the ADA codes with the Canadian dental code.
Okay,
To
that's
payment.
what I needed to know. Thank
Yeah,
you.
and then when it goes to payment, I don't get to do those myself because it has to be converted. So the
Okay,
bank does
great.
that. I tell them
Thank you
how,
very much.
All right, Stephen, Oliver, Sinbad.
Hi there. Where's this video going to be posted at? Because it's a lot to take in, and I really want to watch it over again, and
I
so I can
will
digest it.
I will post it. I'll get it posted on the website for you, and I'll get it posted out on the Facebook group for sure.
Thank you very much.
Yes, sir. All right. Any other questions?
Yeah, Craig, this is Joe Matthews from Damascus. Hope you and Natasha are doing well. Just curious about, is there any kind of geographic thing, or if you got a family member that lives a few states away or something like that, and as long as you can demonstrate the need, it doesn't matter what's going on.
Yeah, as long as they're eligible, we prefer if there's a local grotto that Dr. Smiles work with them. If not, then send them directly to us. If there's a grotto that doesn't have any children, we can get them to sponsor it. But yeah, if there's nobody around, no grottos around that they can work with, definitely just have them work directly with the HF office. But yeah, as long as they're eligible, it doesn't matter where they are.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, sir. So what you're looking at now, I'm just showing you some of the stuff in the manual. This is the pre-treatment plan for the dentist that they have to send in. Here's our fee schedule we've been talking about. It's got all the codes with the different amounts. And at the very bottom of this, it's like several pages. This is where the anesthesia comes in. That's where we got the $2,000 for that one. And I was just speaking about partnering with your local special needs organization. There's a lot of good information in this manual, stuff that I've collected over the last 2 or 3 years that should really be helpful with you guys. I even got stuff in here for your toothbrush drives. It's so your order forms and reports and things like that. Now here's another thing I wanted to talk to you guys about. Testimonials. You guys are the boots on the ground out there. You're working, with these patients directly. And we would really like to have maybe set up a patient ambassador program at some point. So if you guys can get testimonials from these parents and these patients, with a picture or a video even, would be fantastic for us to help us get our word out there, right? And we'll even talk about maybe even getting them to come to Supreme on HF night and share their experience with us, just to inspire everybody. So given that, here's a multimedia release form. It's in your manual. If you can get a parent that wants to give a testimonial, if they want to give a picture or a video, make sure they fill this out. Make sure you get their signature so we can use it. Let's see what else we got here. Ian Kirkpatrick from Zelmar Grotto.
Hey, Craig.
Hey, buddy.
So there are 4 grottos in Tennessee now, which is really good. But
Yeah, that's awesome.
in East Tennessee, we're the only ones. And so right now our membership consists of is concentrated in about 5 different Blue Lodge districts, and we have some members from outside districts as well. And one question that has popped up recently is about getting to all of those separate counties in our state, how wide we are, and trying to implement some sort of like Doctor of Smiles committee with, assistance underneath them to be closer to those regions. Do you have any thoughts on how that might work?
I think if you can get the prophets on board with that in that area to volunteer to help with that, I don't see a problem with that at all. I mean, it's getting more boots on the ground. It's getting people out there to, to spread the word. And yeah, definitely, we can give you promotional materials, pamphlets, and things from the office to help with that. The dentist kits will be a good thing to help with if they're out identifying special needs dentists. But yeah, man, work with me on that. We can definitely come up with some type of an outreach program like that, because you are so far spread. Kind of like Texas and Montana, you get out in there, man, it's like far and few between. So yeah, that's a great idea. Thanks. We got Bob, GM. How you doing, Bob?
My audio. Come on. There it goes. Sorry.
I got you.
I'm not a big computer guy. You'll have to give me a break here. I just got a couple of things, suggestions, because I was on Doctors of Smiles for like 10 years before I got on them. So I just want to give you I don't want anybody getting upset or anything, but like the Amish, they definitely need our help. But try not to get frustrated in that, because you got to remember they don't have phones or anything like that. Go sit down. They don't have phones or anything like that. So it might take a week before you can get in contact with them or anything like that. And they do need a lot of help. And some doctors won't deal with them. Some dentists, at least in my area. Would you please go see your mom and dad? Get out of here. Sorry, I got a puppy.
Yeah.
And so I just want to let you know about that. Don't get frustrated in that, because it may take a while to get and talk with him. Also, the anesthesiologist, like the doc dentist said, there are some dentists that won't deal with anesthesiologists at all that I've been having issues with. And I haven't been able to talk to dentists anymore. I have to talk to the office manager. They won't even let me talk to the dentist. So I just a couple of things. I don't want anybody, when you're having issues, don't get frustrated. It's like that all over the place. And because these kids need help. So, and I did have a few that wouldn't help us because they were afraid they would lose their government money they're giving them if they took money from us.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm sorry, but that happens too. Mm-hmm. So that's all. I want to thank everybody for being Doctors of Smiles, and help these children. They need it. Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you, Prophet Grand Monarch. We definitely appreciate you attending and giving us your years of wisdom. That's really helpful. Thank you so much. We do have a Zoom user on here with their hand up. Whoever has their hand up that hasn't asked a question yet, you're the only one left that I see a hand raised for.
I'm wondering if it's me. I think so. My name is Steven Rodriguez.
Hi, Steven.
Grotto down here in San Antonio, Texas. Super excited about this program. Just to let you know, a quick backstory. I have a son that's 28 years old, has Down syndrome, and I can directly see the times I could have used this in the past had I known about it. So know that as a parent of special needs child, this would be fantastic to spread out. And I'm going to run with the ball that's been given to me, because I know it's going to directly affect so many families that could be helpful. I'm pretty plugged in with the special needs community down here in San Antonio, so I know exactly where I'm going to start shooting to and getting information to. And I'm just thankful to be part of this organization. It's going to be so helpful to so many families that I know that at least I could have benefited from way back when my son was part of when he was younger. So I just wanted to say that and tell y'all thank you for allowing me to participate in this program.
Thank you, sir. We appreciate you being here and doing what you do. And
Yay, Omoa!
Yay, Omala!
if you shoot me your email or email me, and I can help you out with some stuff to promote what we do down there.
Sounds good. I will.
Anybody else? This has been a really good meeting. I appreciate you guys being on here.
Well, Craig, this is Marty Haley down in Texas. And I'd just like to thank
there
you.
he is.
I'd like to thank all the guys on the AHF and your lovely wife for all the work you've put in on this. And also, Prophets, I want to thank you for stepping up and taking on the responsibility of being Doctors of Smiles. I know that I'm seeing a bunch of friends in here from old grottos and a bunch of friends from brand new grottos. And Craig has been doing a wonderful job of bringing people up to speed and getting them into the program. So thank you all for everything you're doing for the kids and for grottos. Anyways, that's all I wanted to say. And once again, go get them.
Thank you, sir. Anybody else? I thought I saw Dave Korb on there somewhere. Or maybe it's just Kevin that looks like Dave Korb with that beard. Anything else? Going once. Going twice.
Yeah, one thing here. This is the dentist, Southern Indiana. If you're having a hard time getting the information to the dentist directly, best bet is to find local continuing education groups. Two big ones are the Seattle Study Club and SPEAR. This is where 50-60% of the local dentists meet in order to do their required continuing education. And if you can get the information to the head of it, they can forward it to every dentist on their roster, just like that.
Awesome.
Fantastic.
Wow.
Thank you. That's great.
What are those? The education names? What are the groups?
The two biggest ones that I know of, at least here locally, one is called Seattle Study Club. I know it's strange. It's still nationwide, but it started in Seattle. And the other one is called SPEAR, SPEAR Study Club. They're both dental continuing education organizations.
Thank you.
That's great information. Anybody else?
Hey, Craig, this is Mark Harford from New Prophet from Antioch. I have a question.
Yes, sir.
And it's kind of coattailing on our prophet from Tennessee, but my grotto's in Fairfax, Virginia. However, I'm active with Special Olympics in West Virginia.
Okay.
If I have an individual that needs assistance, is that someone that I can just go ahead and sponsor, or do I need to find a grotto local to that individual?
You can do it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, as long as you're we don't have any like jurisdictions. I know we do have a grotto in West Virginia, but it may not be near, you're probably closer than they are. So, I think it'd be the best thing for you to, help them if you know there's a need there.
Okay, excellent. Well, and I'm also the opinion that if you're the first base, then that's the one to take care of the business, if you will.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Stevens from little pizzas or whatever.
Anybody else? All right, guys. Thank you for stepping forward to serve as a Doctor of Smiles. This role matters more than you may realize. For many families, you're the first person to help them feel heard, supported, and hopeful. Your work isn't clinical, but it's critical. By carefully reviewing the application, protecting the family's privacy, and guiding them through the complex process, you help remove barriers that would otherwise keep the children from receiving care. We know this program comes with responsibilities and boundaries, and we appreciate the care you take in honoring both. When you follow the process, you protect the families, the dentists, and the foundation. If you ever have questions or concerns, you're not expected to figure it out alone. Reach out to your Grotto leadership or the Humanitarian Foundation office. We are here to support you. Most of all, thank you. Thank you for giving your time, your attention, and your compassion. Because of you, more children will receive the care they need with dignity and respect. We're grateful for your service, and we're proud to have you as part of this mission. Thanks, guys. Give us a call, shoot us an email. If anything comes up, we're here for you.
Yeah, Providence, don't forget, go Bears.
Yeah, go Bears. I'm going to leave this up for a little while so you guys can grab my email if you need it. If you didn't get a copy of the Dr. Smiles manual in your email, shoot me an email and I'll get it to you. But I'm gonna post it in a couple places for you. Thanks, everybody.
Well, it's really lovely to meet you all. Coming from out of town, we weren't quite sure what to expect.